The Charismatic Charlie Wade. Chapter 8.
The next morning, Claire brought the file filled with proposals that she had prepared overnight and went to the Emgrand Group office with Charlie. Standing in front of the 100-story building, Claire suddenly felt as if her heart was hollow and empty. How could such a magnificent company like Emgrand collaborate with the Wilson family? Not to mention that they were aiming for a $30 million deal. It was like a beggar approaching a wealthy man and asking for a $30 million change. It was absolutely ridiculous. However, she had promised her grandmother and accepted the challenge in front of everyone, so she had to go for it no matter what. Sensing her anxiety, Charlie stroked her head tenderly and said, "Dear, don't worry, go ahead, you'll make it. Trust me." Claire sighed dejectedly and murmured, "All right, let's hope so. Wait for me here." She took a deep breath and walked through the door. As he watched her walking in, Charlie took out his phone and called Doris. "Doris, my wife is going up to see you as we speak. You should know what to do." "Yes, Mr. Wade. Don't worry, I'll fulfill your missus's every request. By the way, I heard that Emgrand Group has a rather close connection with the Jones family. Is that true?" "Yes, we did have a lot of projects with them, completed and ongoing. They wish to collaborate with us again on this new mega project, and they've submitted the proposals and materials for my review. However, it is up to you to decide, Mr. Wade." Charlie said coldly, "I don't want the Jones family to be involved in the new project and any other projects in the future." "Yes, sure. Don't worry, I'll do as you say." Meanwhile, Claire walked into Emgrand Group's office building and waited for her appointment at the front desk. She didn't even know if Doris Young, the company's vice chairman, would like to see her. Not long after, a graceful female assistant approached her and began, "Hi, are you Miss Claire Wilson? Miss Young is waiting for you in her office. Please follow me." Claire nodded in a trance. She was still waiting in line to make an appointment. How did Miss Young know she was here and call her in already? Could it be that Doris Young knew she was coming? It didn't make sense though. How could a prominent individual like Doris Young know about her? Although she couldn't figure it out, she might as well grab the rare opportunity as she was given. She quickly followed the assistant and she was escorted directly to Doris's office. Doris stood up from her chair and greeted Claire respectfully. "Hi, Miss Wilson, I'm Doris Young, vice chairman of Emgrand Group. Nice meeting you." Claire was a little nervous as she met the most famous businesswoman in Oris Hill. She spoke, her voice trembling anxiously but staying calm. "Hello, Miss Young, thank you for seeing me. I'm here to talk to you about the hotel project. Although Wilson Group is not as strong and prominent as other companies, I can assure you that we work very hard and have established a very positive reputation in the interior design and decoration industry." She handed over a document file and continued, "Miss Young, this is Wilson Group's portfolio. Please have a look." Doris smiled gently and took the document from her. After a brief glance, she said immediately, "Miss Wilson, I've seen your documents. I think you are the perfect partner for us." "Really? Is it true?" Claire gaped in bewilderment. Why did it go so quickly and smoothly? It was a little too easy, wasn't it? Doris said with a smile, "Of course. I admit that Wilson Group does not match our requirements and qualifications, but our chairman thinks highly of you and he is willing to give it a shot." "Your chairman?" Claire said in a shocking tone, then asked, "May I know who your chairman is?" Doris smiled faintly. "Our chairman is Mr. Wade from Eastcliff." "Mr. Wade?" Claire frowned in confusion. "I don't think I know anyone by the last name of Wade except for my husband." Doris nodded gently. Charlie had ordered her not to disclose his identity, so she could only say that much. Other than Charlie Wade, Claire didn't know anyone by the last name of Wade, but she would never have guessed that her useless husband, who was an orphan, would be the Mr. Wade that Doris was referring to. Then, Doris added, "Miss Wilson, I see in your proposal that your quotation for the agreement is $30 million? Claire nodded anxiously and asked timidly, "Is it too much?" Doris smiled and answered, "Oh no, it is actually less than what we have budgeted for." Claire furrowed curiously. "What do you mean?" "Our chairman told me to increase the quotation to $60 million. In the middle of the conversation, Doris retrieved a contract and handed it to Claire. "Look, we've drafted the contract in advance for a total of $60 million. If you have no problem with it, we can sign the contract now." "Huh? This?" Claire gaped, dumbfounded. She had never expected that Emgrand Group, which seemed so unreachable from Wilson Group's perspective, would prepare the contract beforehand. Moreover, the amount had doubled. Grandma's goal for the project was $30 million, but the contract literally stated $60 million in black and white. Suddenly, she recalled her husband's serious and earnest face when he had asked her to accept the task at the family meeting the previous night. Why was he so confident? When they were at Emgrand Group's entrance, she was very doubtful and pessimistic, but he seemed so positive and undaunted. Could it be that he had known the outcome all along? Who was he?